Well, you've picked up 3 points, a victory at home against Staybridge in a local derby, but you don't look euphoric about the victory today.
No, I thought there was lots of areas of the game that I wasn't happy with, needed tidying up, and there's quite a bit said at half time. Came out with a better attitude in the second half, then got caught with a couple of sucker punches, and then the lads had to re-dig themselves out of it, which in the end they did.
They showed character, didn't they, in that last 20 minutes, which probably pleased you more than anything.
I think that was the thing that did please me. They had a bit of grit about them, and they ground out a result. It was 3 points, and it was the 3 points that we wanted before we started the game.
It's heartbreaking, I know, for Keith Briggs, and I know you've been on the wrong end of scorelines like that on days like this, but the goals that we gifted them, they were too easy, weren't they?
Miles too easy, much too easy. From similar, you know, the starting point from in wide areas for a couple of goals. Poor, we go on about that quite often, but it's still happening. So it's something serious to address.
If you're looking at bright spots as well as the 3 points, of course, the performance of Danny Glover today. Made 2, scored 2, led the line superbly for you today, and he deserves to be on the winning side this afternoon. Yeah,
I think he did. I think his second half performance was better than his first half. And he brought other people into play, and there was quite a few things said at half time, to address certain areas, and it's private. The players know what was said in there, but we needed a little bit more urgency and a bit more commitment and a stronger mentality, and we did that in the second half, fortunately.
You need a little bit of luck as well, right? The last gasp there, didn't you? Nathan Wolfe, it may not have been going in, but it struck Lewis King and found its way in the back of the net.
Hard luck.
But the substitutions worked well for you, didn't they? Chris Sharp made one, was able to provide one of the goals for Glover when he came on. So making those changes, and you made those changes early in the second half as well, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we just felt we needed to. We need to freshen things up, and we need to sort of look at where they were weak, and I think it paid off for us. I really do think that the changes were positive, and not just by the result, but in certain parts of our play.
What was your emotions at 3-2 down, 20 minutes to play? Did you genuinely think you could still win the game?
I don't think I can describe my emotions. It was probably the same as every single fan in there. In fact, they'd be identical, I would have thought. But then, you take a couple on the chin and you think, have we got any fight back in us? And then we fought back, and then you think, well, it's even Stevens now, can we go and nick something? And we did. And I think, you're with stats, 2 points now, aren't we, after playoffs? Not jumping over ropes about it, but that was the intent before the game.
I was saying before the game that you do set yourself targets. I guess this would be one of the games that you felt you'd want to pick up 3 points, and of course next weekend will be similar, playing the bottom of the league Hyde, who've not won away from home yet this season. So you could even be closer by next week, which gives you a real incentive and gives the players an incentive this week, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I think irrespective of whether we play the team at the bottom of the league or the top of the league, at the beginning of the game, the mentality, the approach to the game has always got to be right. And if you don't get everybody firing, it's irrespective of whatever position the opposition are in the league. You can expect an upset, and everything's got to be done professionally and strong and full of character and a bit of luck as well. And decisions have got to go your way. And I don't think next week will be much different to this week. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't expect it to be anyway.
Playoffs now, as you say, 2 points away. Still a very realistic target.
Of course, if you're within a 2 point reach, then it's definitely realistic. And with 3 points to play next week, and who knows what goes on in the other games, then why not? At the end of the day, we're all looking at getting the playoffs. We're there or thereabouts. We're a little bit closer tonight than we was this afternoon. So for me, whilst I'm not 100% happy about a lot of things that went on in the game, I have to give credit to to the club, the supporters, the fans, the players. We're a little bit closer, and I aim to be a little bit closer next week.
You mentioned the fans there. There were more than 3,000 county fans in here today for a Conference North game against Staybridge, and I mean, phenomenal. The way the pendulum swung as well today, you could feel the mood change in the stadium, but they stuck with you till the final whistle.
Well, that's what they do, you know, and I think that's why, you know, you have to give them recognition for every single time that we play at home, and even when we play away. You know, we've had some great shouts when we've not had some really good performances, but they're there, thick and thin, and hopefully there'll be a few pints enjoyed tonight. You know that maybe at 4:15 they wouldn't have been enjoying.
And just finally, can I ask you about the development squad? They've got a big game coming up, I know, on Tuesday night, and we're going to urge as many county fans to go down and support them as they can in that cup final, which is a terrific achievement for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great achievement, and it's a great achievement for the people that have supported it from the beginning, and people that have backed us, you know, to get this project on the road. And it's a great achievement for the young players that are coming through. I think we keep seeing, you know, little glimpses of what it's proving. I think it's a firm foundation for the future, and I hopeful, you know, in the next couple of years that we see more, you know, benefits from it.
It's great for them to be playing in a cup final on Tuesday, but then maybe the ones that are here today seeing Charlie Russell playing in midfield this afternoon for County.
Yeah, he needs a rest on it because he's probably going to play in that game as well on Tuesday. He was part of the development squad, so. But there's more players, you know. We've got quite a healthy few young players in the club, and they may need a little bit more time, a little bit more development, adding a few bits to the games. But they're on the right track, and long may it continue.
Well done today.
Thank you.